you will say, well, that is your responsibility. No, that is not my responsibility. For the reason we have people that work there. For some reason we have a principal, vice principal, and a staff of teachers.
Those are the words of Rodolfo Garcia. He's a priest and the local manager for the Catholic schools in Stan Creek. The issue he's referring to is the decaying infrastructure at Holy Angels Primary School in Pomona. This issue is not new. It has been happening for years, and Principal Sadie Acevedo says that it was reported to the Catholic management in Dangriga a long time ago.
Management is claiming they only became aware of this issue in 2019, like 3 months ago.
No, I think it was about the second or third year, we have informed the management about our situation.
So nothing was done since then?
No, nothing was done since then.
But Garcia claims he didn't know anything about it, and that is why he showed up only 2 weeks ago.
So now you disagree with what the teachers have said, that this is an issue that has been happening, they've brought it to the attention of...
Several years ago, no. 2 months ago, yes.
So
that is true.
They're lying?
No. I am telling you what I went and I see and we propose something. That they are saying that they are lying is something that you are saying, not myself.
But you are saying...
I am saying that I went 2 months ago when I received that information. That they are lying is something that you are saying, not myself.
I'm asking you because you're saying...
No, I'm not saying that. No, do not put in my words something that I'm not saying.
I'm asking you. Just in 2019 you learned of this issue.
Yes, that is true.
So the principal never brought it to your attention before?
Before, no.
And so the Catholic management's contribution to the $60,000 estimate for the repairs is $2,000. Off the record, Garcia insisted that he gave the school $3,000, a claim he also made during a Sunday Mass.
I did already what I can do. I give $3,000. That is the thing that I can.
He's claiming that $3,000, that he has given $3,000 through the management to Holy Angels. How much money did you receive?
I received a check with only $2,000. I could show you the check. That was all that we received.
Did you commit any other additional funds, any at all?
Not that I know of.
But as this check with Garcia's signature shows, the school only received $2,000. The staff and the parents have taken offense to this. That $2,000 check represents only about 3% of the $60,000 estimate. And the reason they're up in arms is because infrastructure and maintenance fall directly under the responsibility of the Catholic management, which Garcia leads in Stan Creek. The deplorable conditions of these classrooms didn't happen overnight. This is years of abandonment. And if these conditions were addressed over the years, children wouldn't be falling through wooden floors and subjected to unsanitary and unsafe classrooms, who are now out of class for 1 week.
Students are out of school. The thing is that this problem shows a clear line of where there was neglect. Perhaps the school has been abandoned, so to speak.
How do you know
on
that?
The part of the management, sir.
How do you know that?
In my conversations with the principal, they've indicated as much, and I'm not just saying the principal, the teachers as well. You know that they've raised this issue, and you as the...
Who works there? Who works there? And I don't share your opinion there because who was the first person who responds for the necessities of them?
Where?
Us. In Pomona, right now.
The $2,000 checking in?
Is the thing that we could do.
And so while the local manager doesn't want to acknowledge that he has a responsibility, the Minister of Education pointed it out.
The commitment of the management, the churches in that regard, is for the infrastructure and other things that are needed. We have to insist as well that the church does its part, since they are the managing authority, in order to ensure that this kind of situation does not happen. And it's not only rescuing a situation that has gone so terribly bad. Our schools require constant maintenance, you know, painting of the buildings and repair, minor repairs. It only gets this bad when we don't do anything for many, many years. And that is a practice that many in the country, including the government, does not practice very well.
But in our interview, Garcia seems to have his own personal views on how these schools are managed and who should speak out against the neglect. He claims that his school is more public than it is Catholic, making this connection because not all parents attend Catholic church service. He called out the parents who protested, but the conditions of the school shouldn't have anything to do with one's religion.
I think that also the communities need to learn that they need to care about where their children are going to receive the education, no? And we need to think that it's not only now, they will become the future of the country. So it's true that they have the name of Catholic public schools, but sometimes are more public schools than Catholic. The case of Pomona, how many Catholic families do we have there? That is something that you should get the information, how many Catholics do we have right there? Because I saw your other report, and the people that spoke in your report, I can tell you, I never have seen them in the church, in any mass, in any celebration, attending anything. So,
is it a requirement that they must attend church, that they must fulfill all of these Catholic obligations for them?
The schools are Catholics or not Catholic?
They are Catholic.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Are they required
Thank
by
you so
law?
much. Think what you
By law?
just
I was not a
get.
Catholic and I attended
Take the
school.
conclusion what your common sense will tell you. Take the conclusion what your common sense will tell you about it. Because if I am a Adventist, I think that will be good that my family give me an Adventist education.
But that's your view.
Okay.
That's a personal view.
That is your view.
So what you're saying then is that these
No,
students,
no,
these
I'm not
parents
saying
only
that.
have a voice
No,
if
I'm
they're
not saying
Catholic?
that. I'm not saying that.
So
Think what your common sense will say and take the conclusion.
This is not common sense. Let's not be patronizing. There's no absolutely
Okay.
no need for that.
Think whatever thing you want to think.
And that is the local manager of the Catholic schools in the Sand Creek district. During his interview, he evaded most questions, pointed fingers at everyone else except the Catholic management, and then attempted to mock me, to patronize me, and to intimidate me. He assembled a small group of his parishioners to sit during the interview, where they interrupted my questions, taunted me, and they cheered him on. He never tried to silence them, but I did. Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.